Sean Diddy Combs went from unpaid intern to billionaire mogul, but his entire empire might soon collapse. In this video, we'll uncover exactly how Diddy built his massive fortune and why a recent legal crisis could destroy it all overnight. Do you think Diddy deserves to keep his empire, or should justice come first? Leave your honest opinion down below. We're diving deep today. How did a teenage intern become hip-hop's first billionaire? Sean Diddy Combs wasn't handed success. He took it. At age 19, he started as an unpaid intern at Uptown Records, fetching coffee and running errands. But quickly, he proved he had bigger plans. By 1993, he founded Bad Boy Records, signing legends like the notorious B.I.G. and reshaping hip-hop forever. His secret? Hustle, charisma, and ruthless ambition. Yet, this same ruthless ambition might now cost him everything. Success built through raw power can collapse under scrutiny, not just music. Diddy made fortunes selling vodka and style. Most billionaires diversify, but Diddy turned branding into art. In 2007, he partnered with Cîroc vodka, skyrocketing its sales from just 50,000 to nearly 2 million cases per year, transforming it into a billion-dollar brand. Similarly, his fashion line, Sean John, became a cultural icon. But here's the catch. These deals rely heavily on reputation. If the current scandal permanently damages Diddy's image, partners won't hesitate to cut ties. His biggest assets become his greatest liabilities. Imagine waking up to losing $500 million overnight. That scenario isn't just hypothetical. It's dangerously close to reality for Diddy. His empire, though vast, is vulnerable. Brand endorsements, sponsorships, and lucrative deals could vanish instantly after a conviction. Picture this: Cîroc pulling their multi-million-dollar partnership, streaming platforms quietly burying Bad Boy Records' playlists, and sponsors fleeing like dominoes. Wealth built on reputation vanishes shockingly fast. For Diddy, this nightmare scenario could play out within hours of a guilty verdict, turning him from billionaire mogul to financial cautionary tale. Diddy once famously said, "Mo money, mo problems." Now he's living it. Those words weren't just lyrics, they became prophecy. At his peak, Diddy relished the spotlight, high-profile parties, lavish yachts, and endless celebrity praise. But beneath that glamorous facade lay hidden controversies, settlements, and whispers of intimidation. Ironic, isn't it? The same bold attitude that built his empire now threatens to dismantle it entirely. The takeaway here is crystal clear. Success built without accountability eventually becomes unsustainable. Today's glory can swiftly turn into tomorrow's scandal. An empire built solely on image is dangerously fragile. Diddy crafted his billion-dollar fortune on charisma and public perception. His swagger was his greatest asset. But when that carefully curated persona gets shattered by serious accusations, the fallout is severe and immediate. Businesses, investors, and consumers rely heavily on trust. Once broken, trust rarely recovers fully. Here's a crucial lesson. Diversify your reputation just as carefully as your portfolio. Relying entirely on image is like building your house on sand. One storm is all it takes. When MTV's cameras turned off, Diddy's real challenges began. On camera, Diddy was invincible, leading hit shows like Making the Band and effortlessly creating a star-studded public persona. Behind the scenes, though, he constantly fought battles. Lawsuits, conflicts with artists, allegations of misconduct quietly settled out of court. While most viewers saw only the glamour, beneath that veneer, a storm brewed. Here's the hidden truth. Silence can buy time, but it never solves problems. Eventually, buried issues resurface, often at the worst possible moment. Exactly what's happening now. Diddy donated millions to charity, but secretly paid millions to silence allegations. Public generosity built a glowing image around Diddy. Scholarships, aid programs, and community investments made headlines. Yet behind closed doors, millions more quietly exchanged hands to bury lawsuits, accusations, and uncomfortable truths. It's a critical reminder. Public virtue doesn't erase private wrongdoing. When hidden payments surface, reputation implodes instantly. The harsh reality: secret deals intended to protect him might ultimately destroy him. Branding expert Melissa Reed says, "Reputation takes decades to build, seconds to lose." Diddy's billion-dollar empire exemplifies this truth. Decades of relentless effort, smart investments, and careful brand cultivation could vanish overnight if his credibility collapses. For celebrities and entrepreneurs alike, reputation isn't just an asset, it's currency. Lose it and recovery might be impossible. The actionable lesson here? Protect your integrity as fiercely as your profits, because once trust is gone, even billions can't buy it back. Enjoying this deep dive? Hit subscribe right now. We've got more shocking celebrity breakdowns and insider insights coming your way every week. Could Diddy's fall spark a wave of celebrity empire collapses? If Diddy's billion-dollar business crumbles, he might set a precedent where public figures face harsher accountability than ever before. Today's society no longer tolerates hidden scandals, and the internet ensures no controversy remains buried for long. Celebrities who built wealth purely on image now risk exposure at every turn. The takeaway is clear. Accountability isn't just good ethics. It's a smart, long-term strategy. Without it, the next big scandal might be yours. Visualize Bad Boy Records without Diddy. Can it survive? Bad Boy Records defined an era. Biggie, Mace, Faith Evans. But without Diddy's charisma, it might quickly become just another label lost to history. Imagine streaming platforms quietly downranking Bad Boy's legendary tracks, artists pulling out deals, and the brand becoming toxic overnight. This scenario isn't far-fetched. The lesson is stark. A business too closely tied to one person's image is always fragile. Brands must be bigger than their founders, otherwise they're destined to fall together. Wealth without legal protection is gambling, not investing. Diddy's empire thrived by pushing boundaries, but at the cost of ongoing legal risks. Without robust legal safeguards, even billion-dollar wealth can collapse overnight. Lawsuits don't discriminate between legends and newcomers, and no amount of money fully shields you from accountability. Here's the lesson. Real wealth management isn't just growing your fortune, it's actively protecting it. Otherwise, every dollar you make could vanish faster than it appeared. Even loyal business partners vanish when the FBI knocks. When scandal erupts, loyalty evaporates quickly. Diddy's corporate allies, from major liquor brands to global media partners, will prioritize their own reputations and profits above friendship or legacy. Contracts terminate overnight. Deals crumble instantly. Partnerships dissolve silently. The takeaway here is crucial. Build your empire with awareness that alliances based on convenience vanish under pressure. Real success relies on relationships that endure storms, not collapse at the first sign of trouble. The hidden moment that foreshadowed Diddy's downfall. Years ago, a quiet, out-of-court settlement barely made headlines, but looking back, it revealed Diddy's Achilles heel, secrecy. At the time, paying for silence seemed convenient, but buried problems don't disappear, they grow until they're impossible to ignore. This incident hinted at larger systemic vulnerabilities now haunting him publicly. Here's the crucial lesson. Transparency might seem risky, but secrecy eventually becomes your most dangerous liability. Diddy's greatest enemy isn't outside, it's his own ego. Throughout his rise, Diddy's confidence was legendary. His ego fueled hit songs, fashion empires, and groundbreaking deals. But ego unchecked often leads to blindness. Ignoring warnings, dismissing criticism, and believing you're untouchable is a recipe for eventual disaster. Now, as allegations mount, he faces the consequences of hubris. The takeaway here? Stay humble enough to self-reflect, because unchecked pride eventually leads to a downfall you never see coming. His net worth is staggering, but so is his potential debt if convicted. At his peak, Diddy amassed over $1 billion in assets, from lucrative music royalties to massive branding deals. Yet, if the courts find him guilty, lawsuits and financial penalties could trigger a catastrophic chain reaction. Legal experts predict liabilities could quickly balloon, forcing emergency asset sales, brand liquidation, and crippling debt obligations. Here's the harsh truth. $1 billion fortune can vanish shockingly fast under legal pressure. Wealth without crisis preparation isn't wealth. It's a ticking time bomb. When you're ready, legal expert Jonathan Carter warns, A single conviction can erase decades of financial gains. Diddy isn't the first mogul facing ruin. Think Weinstein, Cosby, or R. Kelly. All built fortunes and reputations over decades, only to watch them crumble overnight following legal convictions. Their common mistake? Assuming wealth shields them from accountability. Diddy's scenario underscores that nobody is untouchable. The lesson is simple but powerful. Integrity isn't optional for sustained success. It's essential. Without it, even a billion-dollar empire is temporary. Who stands to benefit if Diddy loses it all? The potential downfall of Diddy isn't bad news for everyone. Competitors and rising stars in entertainment, fashion, and liquor industries could fill the void overnight, reshaping markets and seizing lucrative deals left behind. Brands like Jay-Z's Roc Nation or Drake's OVO could quickly expand, absorbing market share and redefining industry standards. Here's the crucial takeaway. Your collapse might be someone else's breakthrough. Always build your empire defensively, knowing others are ready to take your place. In the end, wealth is temporary, legacy is permanent. Diddy's current crisis highlights a timeless truth. Money can disappear quickly, but the legacy you leave lasts forever. Whether he rebuilds or not, public memory of this scandal will shape how history sees him. Every entrepreneur and public figure must realize that how you're remembered is worth far more than how much you earned. Prioritize integrity and reputation alongside financial success, because ultimately, legacy is the only lasting empire. Diddy's story is a powerful lesson about ambition, reputation, and risk. Will he survive this storm? Or is this billion-dollar empire about to crumble completely? Only time and court verdicts will tell. Make sure you subscribe right now. Next week's video dives even deeper into shocking celebrity breakdowns, untold scandals, and industry-changing revelations you don't want to miss. This video is based on publicly available information, media reports, and speculative commentary. This is not professional legal or financial advice. Always consult a qualified expert.